Let's go. Hey man, that's a dreadful start for Tim. The game number 1, best of 7, losers final, a chance to play Canada in the Grand Final Nations Cup. This is game 1. We finally got here in the end, and we're getting some interesting civs in game number 1 here. And looks like Tim going for the insta aims right in the beginning on Velas. And we take a look at the lineups. We have double mezzo from Finland, and that usually is a good indicator that you want to go for the lames. Oh, looks like Vivi's going to be fine on the right-hand side. If we take a look at the civs very quickly, for China, you got Vivi on the right-hand side in the orange, playing as the Britons, one of the top tier flank civs. And of course, it's old patch, April patch, before the Britain nerfs. You're going to have Tim on the other side, playing Goths. So it looks like he's just going to go and try and go forward and kill as much as he can. He might just kill these sheep. Yep, he's just going to kill them. And it's going to be 3 sheep down for Veles. He's going to shoot these deer as well, and is that going to be enough value? Not too sure, but I think he is going to lose that Vil now. The pockets for China are very interesting because you have Burmese and Franks. So Burmese from Lex, and this is a classic combo from China. The Goths Burmese on the same side. So Goths, essentially, you're going to try and be a massive dickhead, and then the Burmese player is going to FC and go into Arambai. It's crazy to think about in this current Arabia meta. And then you might just play standards. You've got Franks and Britain's one side, and you're going to have that shenanigan stuff on the left. And then for Finland, you have Incas. Like I said, they have a bit of a layman package here. So you have Mayans and Incas on either flank. Largely, you want to prioritize them because of the eagle. The layman you can do in Dark Age. We didn't get a boar, did Rubenstock, and definitely Veles did not get one either. And then in pockets, we're going to have Velas playing as Slavs. He's going to be the same side as Rubenstock. That's going to be Yo and Valis up against... Sorry, Yo and Valis? Valis and Rubenstock up against Yo and Vivi. Too many V's, man. Too many V's. And then we're going to have Max and Veles up against Tim and Lex. So it might just come down to who can push the hardest, who can kill the quickest, and who can die the slowest. Because we get 2 very mismatched games here for sure, and totally different approaches as well. Burmese Goths one side up against the 2 better players for Finland, and then the 2 OP civs on Arabia from China one side up against arguably the 2 weaker players. The weaker players, quote unquote, for either team here are very tough jobs to do. Rubenstock and Valis that's gonna be very tough, and the same thing is gonna go for Tim and Lex. Tim has done some early damage on Veles. He has done some early damage. Pushing in the deer now, didn't lose his eagle. He lost 3 sheep and the deer, but the other 2 sheep have been pushed, so not terrible. Probably feels with the Burmese and the Goth pick that you can pick up a little bit later and be absolutely fine. Does have a back gold as well, so it should be okay. Rubenstock also got a back gold of Incas. Nice. Gold looks rather safe for Vivi. Tim is just going to make some more militias here. Good afternoon, Tarsus. Let's go China. Let's go China. Feudal Ages are on the way. For everyone you would expect. Of course, not for Lix. Not for Tim. Interesting they put Tim in this role on the flank and they're going to put Lix in the pocket. You maybe argue it would have been the opposite. Here we are. Would just be a range opening from Vivi here. Yep, there's one. Once he has a wood, he'll have another one. Not exactly the quickest uptime, and it's only single range. He's going single range Bitax. Ooh. See the double range opening from Ruben. So, not the most convincing thing from Vivi, in all honesty. And the militias. It's fantastic value from Tim. He forces a mill delete from Valles. That's fantastic value. This is the weakest player in the team up against arguably the strongest. Feels like Tim might be in his head right now. Burmese pocket. Yeah, this is a classic China play. The Goths on the flank. The buy time for the Iron by FC. It's actually something I've done quite a lot. Okay, militia go down. Can I see the worker efficiency for Vles? You can see Tim a little bit further ahead. Obviously, he still needs to get up to feudal age, which he has clicked now. He's going to go on to gold. He has Goth, so the walls aren't fantastic. See what he does do when he gets to feudal. The Iron Buy is definitely going to be on the way from our boy Lex. Now, it is Britain Rangers. They absolutely pump out the archers. Scouts are forward from Yo as well. Ballas with good scout numbers himself. What about disjointed here? Yo was trying to move forward. Might lose some HP, a little bit careless. I actually pick off this scout if Ballas isn't careful, but nice little micro around. We'll get away with any issues. Ranges. The best efficiency. The second range from Vivi's only being active. Look at it, just go down. Keep going down. It's barely been making any archers at all, and it's 18% efficiency, so. Vivi could have had one range at this point. Archer numbers, not great. You can see Ribbenstock even has more. 83 and 75% efficiency. So that's a good start for them. Scouts on our side from Max, trying to break into the Lex. Obviously they're knowing the fast caster's coming. Archers, where are they going to go? I think they are going to go straight to the pocket. No tower yet from Tim. He has got the range up now himself. So the range is getting working now. Gotta say, it's not banned from Rumorsdog that he's not gonna an archer lead at this point in the game. Does he have the blacksmith? Yep. Legend will be in then. It's very separated on his right hand side. Lex is getting targeted from multiple angles. Can he get in here? Archers are coming over from Tim, so he just wants to try and defend as much as he can, try and delay them getting into Lex's base. And he has house walled pretty securely. There is a scout down in the bottom side here. Could be annoying if it's kept open. On the top side, it's camping the hill. Rivenstock nearly walled off. And Valis and Max are the team wall. Beautiful stuff. Never gonna get housed. He's also Burmese, so he's probably floating some wood. 3 wood upgrades are hella nice. Now, what can Finland do with this army? If he's behind the walls at the moment. 17 archers versus 17, so that is a bit of a disappointment from Brits, in all honesty. Dallas does have armor, no upgrades from Yo, but of course bloodlines are free. I think we just take we can here. Just a little bit disjointed, it's awkward. And Max is up. Max is the first one up out of Finland. This is a lovely uptime. Beautiful. Here comes the castle from Lex. Armby are going to be on the way. What point did we dive? And what are we doing Castle Age as Max? Even going for a forward stable. Obviously, Iron Buy could be a bit of a problem. They do very good against melee. Castle's up now, though. Pretty secure at home. Got a space for booming. Dive is coming from Finland on the right-hand side. The army separated from China. Who's this going to end up better for? When Finland are diving deep. They're thinking about diving deep. They might get caught with their pants down. Are more archers coming over? There is not, and they're going to get out of here now. Maybe feels like the damage is just not sufficient. And Ruben's going to be down to 6 archers and Vivi still has 15. Ooh. Diving under the TC there. Still a lot of archers here, of course. We just didn't have the numbers to clear it out. The scouts also got split up from Valis. Half attacking here, half attacking the scouts from Yo, where he was outmatched. A good start. The Max is going to add TCs. Going to get ahead in economy. All things considered, him is absolutely fine. He has got the same build count as Valis, but Valis, of course, into Castle Age a little bit quicker. Scouts trying to find an angle to Vivi's base. They don't have any archer support. Not ideal in Mr. Yo's in Castle Age. Gonna be making knights. Balance is up, but he's still got 2 minutes to go. That is quite a time difference. Tim did the right thing, he did. He did make a tower on the gold. Max is here though. Archers, or now crossbows, going down a little bit. Iron Buy moving over. Tim just microing the bills inside the walls. You need to be careful with these Iron Buy numbers. More coming over. Are we on stone for a second castle? We are. Not too far away from it either. Scouts trying to break in, not really finding anything. Looks like quite a few more Iron Buy do go down on the left-hand side. And nice. I was gonna say nice from Max. Is he just gonna split these off now and send? Yeah. I like that. Send these forward. I'm just gonna try and secure this gold ASAP. Yo and Vivi trying to break in now to room. Things looking like they could snowball pretty quickly on this right-hand side. Still 13 crossbows from Tim, 22 from Rubenstock. He's going to try and get a TC up in this gold. Do they go straight to Valis now? Do they just go to Valis? He does have double stable himself. Triple stable even. That's been the norm these days. That 142 Vils. Looks like he did take a couple of losses. I get this TC up. Lights back off in the meantime. Yo coming forward onto Valis now. Crossbow's going to be a bit of a danger here. Does get the TC up. It's going to be the third TC coming down from Valis, and that's going to be the third TC in the gold in the front. Valis already 8 Vils behind. Trying to mass up knights. Goes already on 2 TCs. Here comes the second castle as well. Kinda feels like Finland dying on this right-hand side a lot quicker than China. They are the weaker players on the left-hand side. They're not dying yet. They're certainly holding. And this might be what a lot of this comes down to. There's decent numbers there, though, for Valis. He does have a bit of a defender's advantage as well. First TC from Yo, second TC from Vivi. They might just go straight into Max, so they're going to try to. Looks like Max is sensing he's got Cavalier already, +2 on the way now as well. And crossbows, of course, it's like 5 + 3. Do we have a university yet? Yep, +6 is in. Okay, okay. The Tim's get on the left-hand side as well. Of course, no ARB for Goffs, but do get Bracer, which is fine enough. Can I try and break in here? That is house walled. Now, do we send the mass home with Max and try and get the clear up in the numbers here? Try and isolate these two armies, 3 versus 2. Are we going to have it? Gonna be a big moment. Thanks for the raid, Spreezy. Hope you had a good stream. Archers aren't here from Rubenstock. They're not even here. Mags the Cavalier. Crossbow's now over. It looks like the well was everything. But here come the Ironbite. And also the crossbows from Valles. But the crossbow number's all dead. Out from Vivi. Big losses for more than one player, should we say. Valles losing most of his crossbows as well. Rubenstock still has a mass alive. Now, looks like a good clear up for Finland in the end. All the armies at home, so they still need to travel across the map now. They still need to travel across the map, and Tim? Where is crossbows? Why, bruv? If you know Valles is up here, why are they not forward? Why are they back here? What are they doing? We're going for a counter. And Vivi's got a new mass ready to go. And same thing for Rubenstock, in fairness, he's got a lot of crossbows at home. Once he gets them all together, that could be huge. PC's here as well. Eco numbers are looking good for Finland. Big loss from Vivi. Man, look at Ironbite just destroyed. Best unit. Tim's on 4 TCs, holy moly. 80 villagers now. And if you've got a sword and you're trying to chase down Ironbite, generally not gonna work out too well for you. But even if you have a bow and an arrow, if these guys get close to you, you can say goodbye. You can say goodnight. Good night. Okay, Ribbons. Maybe waiting now. Let's have a mass. Close to Imp though. The Ironbite still doing work. Look at the KD on them. 25 kills. Okay, and Tim is getting in here. 15 versus 23. We'll pick off a few vills. He's way ahead of Valles. Oh no, this is shambolic. Oh no. Tim is outplaying him. But there is multiple players in on Yo now as well. And where is Yo's Night Mass? They are coming home. Ironbite are coming as well. Yo does lose a TC. Looks like it takes a little bit of damage on 80 vills. Be great from Tim so far. He's ahead of Valles. This should be enough for China to get the clear up. What's going on in the right hand side? Looks like the crossbows and 2 mines, what to do. Valles going for the counter as well. All over. What a multitasking going in this game if you're a player. Same thing for Caster. Valles is going to try and get into the back end of Yo, and it's only one layer of Palisade here. Cavalier moving over now as well. We should have some quick ups to Imperial Age. We do. Yo, 45 seconds away. 3 of the Chinese team have quicked up to the Imp. And this is a crucial stage of the game. Anarchy on the way for Tim. Oh boy, oh boy. And looks like Valles just going to place his castle here. Bloody hell. What a last few minutes of this game, and Valles is in. Valles is in. 17 versus 18. And Yo should be able to reinforce. Might just wait for a +4 to take some damage, but the numbers getting split up. The numbers getting split up. What can Valis find? It's just leading him away. Nice. There's the castle from Valis. Going for Bracer. Doesn't have fantastic crossbow numbers, only 23. Crossbows from Ruben. He got 10. He's only got 10. He's not quacked up yet. Hasn't quacked up yet. And this could be Titanic. Could be the opening that China needs on his right hand side. Yo is still taking some damage. Finland are the ones playing on the front foot here. The Valis is in now with Max. Looks like it's just going to be a big help span from Tim on the left hand side. The Iron by numbers up to 37. Valis doing a great job with his cav. He's got 98 bells himself. He's not up to imp yet. He will be clicking in the next few seconds, but he's got a very solid economy behind this. Even Max reinforcing some castles now as well. And going to be in a couple seconds. I'm just going to be going for that fast paladin. Here's a castle from Rubenstock. Arbin Bracer on the way from Vivi. Should be on stone. Maybe a little bit too delayed. We'd love to see a forward castle already. Looks like Yo has stabilized a little bit now as well. And Lex just wants to make sure that Tim doesn't want to die, but maybe Tim feeling fine now. Looks like these Iron By are going to go forward. There's a Paladin coming in. Balance is up. Ribbonstock is up. Imagine if Vivi actually had a castle. In this time, where both of these players are castle age. Tim, even on his left-hand side, has 2 castles of his own. And Cavalier's in for Yo. Upgrade-wise, getting Blast Furnace. Might be saving for Paladin, but doesn't look like it. Max and Valis targeting both of Yo at the same time. Iron By trying to get in from Lex. And Vivi's thinking about the long-term trade. Castle does go up in the end. But it looks like at this point, Wallace probably going to lose that castle. Yeah, just too many trebs here. And this treb might even get nuked. Oh, and that's a lot of Cavalier going down to the Iron By. Look at the kills on them. Look at the kills. They've not killed a lot of economy units, but the army they've killed is just insane. And here comes the ARPs. Good reaction from Valis, so great reaction. Bloom's in from Valis now as well. A lot of trebs. Also Iron By behind it. This castle still not being repaired. This treb not being targeted. Still trying to get in here. Panic Castle from Valis. Still only 18 Cavalier from Yo. Having to balance everything up again. Trebs out from Viviar pushing on the castle from Rubenstock. Here comes a forward castle from Tim. It looks like a bit of a momentum swing at this point. With both of the China essentially 2v2s on the front foot at this moment. And the Iron By still doing work. Still doing work. But he does lose the ARBs. Might be both armies going down here. There's a castle coming down from Ruben. He's going to panic wall behind. Push is coming in from Tim though. Tim is pushing Valis. Surely that goes up. Fucking hell. Okay, it goes up. That's a great castle. Gotta give him a great pushing point. 2 castles at home from Valis, but he's certainly on the back foot at this moment. Another castle coming in from Vivi, and that's going to be a great castle for trade control. It looks like China have control of 3 corners at this moment, and if you don't have control of 2 corners, trade is not going to be an option, and that's long term. That's just a losing position. The losing position for sure. That's not ideal. Really not ideal for Finland. Couple of trips to go down. Albadier and Huscarl from Tim. Lex is up. See what he goes for when he gets to Imp. Still making Iron Buy. Maybe go for the Elite upgrade. Whitecav spam. Boyar. for Valis. You are thinking about walls. And doesn't look like enough barracks. Tim, either that needs to research perfusion. We don't want to lose this position that we've worked so hard to get. Push going in and Ruben looks rather slow at the moment. The map control is gained, is huge. Paladin in now as well, and Rubenstock's having to make skirms. That is never a good sign, guys. That is never a good sign. Pretty much a useless army. Paladin on the field and skirmishers are on. Yikes. Good job by Valis. He is trying to make you react. Yeah, I've got a higher score now. We do have more Vils. The military population is much greater. Valis did get a castle up, so that's huge. You need two corners here, so I might have trade going from this side to this side and this side to this side for China. Tim's microing back all his halves. Where his army, man? He's only got 20, I think like 30 halves and he's goths. Feels Rubenstock has been pushed much harder than Tim has. Much harder. Great job from Valis. He's the stone wall there as well. That corner's looking great. There is a barracks here, but that will get dealt with, and another castle coming up. Really good job from Valis to recover that position. Really good job. But like I said, the game might just it's probably going to develop into what we really said at the beginning of the game. Who can die the slowest and who can push the fastest, and it looks like China are pushing a lot harder on that right hand side than on the left, because we got the superstar Geo for China on the right hand side and the superstar Geo for Finland on the left. They are making progress, and their eco is great behind it, but there is Paladin in the back of Finland economy now as well. They took a lot of map. It feels like this is been very slow, and there's even like idle Paladin for Yoi's having to contest a lot of these light tab raids coming in as well, so maybe being distracted quite a bit. Castles coming in from Max. They're only on Iron Buy. 50 of them. Boyars could be clutch here. Elite Boyar as well. Full elite. I'm just having to hold himself at this moment. Having to hold himself. Now, what happens if the Iron Buy get involved against the Boyars? It's going to be very, very good. These engineers. Blast Furnace now. Half team getting mixed in from Vivi. Getting helps from Yo, so it looks like Licks. I mean, Yo's on both sides here. He's got 60 Paladin now. Iron Buy getting close. And look at the Boyars fall down. Now the pocket's getting pushed, well and truly. Yo swinging over to this side could be huge. Could be absolutely huge. And that castle's still not on the way up yet from Max. Castle denied, 69% from Valis, nice. Have they got enough to stop this here? Castle goes down. China just with so much more military. So much more military now. 278 to 177. They've got an eco lead. They're behind in this game. And the score switches in now. Awkward trade setup for China though. Trade's already kicking in for Finland. Can they hold in the meantime? That is a large portion of the eco lead. That's the trade. You need to stop this. It looks like Keep's even going to be on the way from Vivi. You can put them a little bit further to get to the map as well. That will be great for the trade line. In the long term, they wanted to go and have to switch from another corner. Probably not going to be all that important though. And it looks like the infantry spam is well and truly on the way from Tim. He's getting there, but he has got a lot of Huskarls, and honestly, these amount of Huskarls can probably take down castles. Looking very, very good for China. Here come the Arambai coming back. Forward castle from Vivi now. Arrow slits. Arambai are just going to waltz right in. Architecture coming in for both defense. Castle's getting taken down by Paladin. Looking more and more like a China game. Game 1. Burgundians used here. Yep. That doesn't surprise me with Max. The big stand. Yeah, Warwolf, Keep. These are just gonna get continued into the trade, and it's gonna be disastrous. Arambai doing the business. The castle did get taken down by the Paladin. That one's out in the meantime. The Inca's food. Yeah, I don't even know what Incas do with the food. This is the thing. Incas just really fall off at this point of the game. Unless you have like 60 Kamayuks and have them pumping. Have like loads of trebs and a nice big push going behind it. Spam armored villagers, yeah. Yeah, great. Tim's gonna... He had like a lot of Huskarls, but now he's back onto the Halves. Probably realised he doesn't want to waste the gold. You know, the Castle coming here, but with the start to trap, the trade line. The push is just slowly and slowly getting closer. For China on the right hand side. Castle's coming up. Blooms even have to come over now. For Velez, he's pretty much abandoning his position at home. Really playing on the back foot. Even an economy lead is in now. Arambai are in the back. Paladin are in the back. 60 plumes nearly there. This could be huge. More Paladin coming over. More Arambai coming over. Vivi continues with the keeps. Even murder holes. Oh, look at the damage in these things, man. Ooh. Tim's just done enough, guys. Tim knew his role. He's played it fantastically. He really has, and it looks like China are going to win this game. Been looking like that for the last 15 minutes or so, but even more so now. Can they stop this? It doesn't look like it. Behind in eco now. Trade's going to be kicking in for China soon. There's 69 trade out for Max. Holy, how's 69 trade? And it looks like it'll all die soon enough. There is traps from Max down here, working a bit on the buildings. Albadier's getting shit into the Plimzo. Here come the Arbs. Here come the Britain Arbs, and here comes the towers. They just keep buying stone, my man. Buy some stone, bruv. Now the military elite is shrinking. We might have done enough. Valence has 75 plumed archers. 75. Is he recovering over this side? Great job from you, honestly. Just having a paladin here and there. Not even giving him the chance. But the towers here. Looks like a big loss of units for China. Warwolf Trebs going after the skirms, you'll love to see it. The Boyars disengaged, looks like the Trebs could have been taken. Costalier's coming over. We'll take a very good first engagement. Charge attack, of course. Is this the end? I'm not sure it is. Not sure it is. The trade numbers are super good for Finland. And they are pushing this castle now. Is this going to be in a huge hold? Trev is being pushed by one... Sorry, castle being pushed by one Trev here. Still iron buy from Lix. What an absolute gamer. Double Pocky here. Albs mixed in as well. Still get good ARB numbers from Vivi. Making some longbows now as well. Like they're struggling to actually just get in the trade line. Like look at the trade line, Dave. Castle, 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 and another castle coming in. Like castle here, castle. I guess like here's the only entrance you can really go. And probably not take major losses. Because they're like so backed up to the corner, they can just like spam castles in this corner. I don't know. Like just so like look at the amount of castles, man. It's fucking insane. Bloody hell, and there's more coming in. This is probably the one weak spot. If they can get one more castle here, like good luck. China are adding trade in all this time. But there are Trebs now from Vallis. The army difference is kind of steadying out. Eco difference, not huge. I mean, it is 50, but over 4 players, or over 8 players, should I say. Not enormous. Even 10 having to make skirmishers as goths. Bro. Don't even get chemistry, man. Wood gaming coming. You know what? They are going to run out of wood. They will run out of wood. He has so much gold. Elite longbow coming in. Looks like he was saving for it. Or keeps coming in now as well. If he can continue the keep push, could be devastating. I wouldn't waste the stone though. Stacking them. Hostiliers, if you do get close, now the charge attack and the iron buy should do well. So many iron buy there though from Lex. What a great first game one, and this best of 7 past the 67-minute mark now, quickly approaching the 69-minute mark. This could be a very, very long series. They're gonna die here. Boyar, Alb, and Skirm. 2 Trebs behind. That is a lot of ARBs from Bevy still, and the towers are supporting as well. Elite Boyar, man. Holy. They're given a chance. They will fuck you up. It will fuck you up. China look like they're making progress in the bottom now. That has quite a few trebs. 5 trebs in total. And it looks like a clear up here in terms of military, but also Finland losing some numbers as well. But enough to back them up. You can see how concentrated the towers are here from Vivi. I think you need to be a little bit more... I'll maybe save the stone a little bit more. Look how much they're chipping in now, though. Having good engagement to take. Oh, and the Iron Buyer in now. The Iron Buyer in. The Iron Buyer in. And you put them on standing ground now. Good luck. Fossilier's gonna get a good engagement on him, though. There is some Paladin also in from Yo. This could be the final straw. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. The Halbs are in. The Huskarls are in. It looks like they've held on the top side. But it was Valessa's side. The one is broken. The trade's going down. And Finland call it. What an impressive game 1 from China. Oh my god, what an impressive game 1. Tim with such an impressive play against Valesse. Going for the early late, and he actually lost his scout. I'm pretty sure he lost his scout instantly. So he took 1 sheep, actually came back, and yeah, they did lay him 3 sheep, and then a deer. But the Iron Buy and the Goth play, they just done amazing against Max. Okay, China used a restart in game 1, or game 1, game 2. I guess game 1 of game 2. See what happens in this one. The restart's gone for the series. Finland still can't technically use one. Kinda like the situation for China now. We got Vivi, Yo down the bottom side here. Lix is a little bit further away from everybody else now. And Tim's kind of the buffer in front of everyone, and it's likely just going to be like an FC castle play, and I mean, that can maybe delay any of the Finns, and the Finns are kind of concentrated in the middle here. You have Valis, you have Valesse, Rubenstock, you have Max up here. Could be a nice free boom situation. And that's always nice for Persians if you can get into Paladin. And War looks pretty good. Yo, nothing totally disastrous. Looks good for Max. Down here, how much is he secured? Actually knows all this side. Looks pretty good. Will we see another restart from Finland here? And if the restart goes in this game, you do not have it from African Clearing. And this isn't talking about restarts. Don't know what's going to be better. Do not know. Now we needed to check and just make sure that none of the Finns did make a house. The fact you don't need to make a house makes it super nice for the Malians and Persians. Efficient ship gets out so early. Actually, look the stats. Oh boy, it's like he's 115 already. That's insane. It's like 100 res more. We're minute 3. Yep, 4-minute mark is gone. Restart will be kept. Just in case, I think it would be probably a bad idea to burn it at this moment when you're 1-0 down. Still with another Nomad map to play. Have a look, we do have Vivi down in the bottom left hand corner playing as a Spanish. So Yo's not too far away. He's playing his Vietnamese, and he's going to know where all the TCs are. Of course, you can see these green, you can see the blue, you can see the grey here from Ribbonstock, and you can see the teal from Max away up in the north corner. So I'm sure they'll be formulating a plan of what they want to go for just now. You can see Tim just in front of them playing his Burgundians as well. And likely going to be a fast castle kind of play. Maybe you could just fire ship and boom, but you could also just go for a coastal weird play, which is pretty damn sick with Burgundians. And knowing you're so close to your opponents, you have a safe stone, castle drop into TNT unit probably makes a lot of sense. Now, Lix in Team Game Nomad he's a wholly goated water player. He's actually really good, and he has a Civ that's great for you. That's multi. So he's the one that's going to play water, try and dominate there with the galleys. Let's see what the Finns are going to do. Valis is in the middle, playing his Malians. He's usually an FC fire kind of guy. Likes to boom off of it. Well, I switch Vidians. Should be going water as well. This is awkward. This is potentially two players that want to play water in the middle of the map. And like Koreans likely want to play unique unit. And then I guess Max also can do the same thing. Maybe because he's so far away, he's the one that's going to play water. And maybe Valis could go Siege Monk. Honestly, Siege Monk could be a nice option for Valis. Gamba. Give us the Gamba. A lot of docks up in this northeast though. A lot of docks. Vivi's there. Ribbonstock's there. Mr. Yo was there. And I'm seeing teal here as well. Is that just my eyes? Feels like that's teal on the map. Weird. Not though. It does look like teal. And look how early Yo is even going for these long distance deer. Huh. Lix going for Loom. Doesn't he have the foot? Doesn't have that second building yet, so maybe just a timing thing. The map is advantage Finland. Could to be awkward, depending how they play it. If these two middle players here are passive and play water, that could be very, very bad. It could be two players sent to the damn hell. I think one of these need to go play on the offensive side, which I would prefer Malians to do. You can see Dravidian's up. Max is up as well. He loves playing water. Just take a look at the statistics again. I want to see how Persians and Malians look in terms of food. The food count for Max is just, sorry, for Valis is unreal. I guess no one to greed a little bit more in terms of fish. Couple more. Oh, and that's huge! Are you joking? What happened here? Oh my god, that's huge from you, and it's pure luck. Pure absolute luck. Lix being far away is not great. The thing is, if Lix can go like undisturbed, like they know he's there, but ideally you want your water player to go undisturbed. So actually kind of being nestled away is a good thing if you're playing water. It's maybe, honestly, it's maybe too close where someone can do damage. Like Ribbonstock isn't that far away. Maybe if you want to play full water, like being over here is not bad. And you can see he wants to play full board, and that's why he's going for the stone walls. Max? No, that dog denied at 85% is huge. Or do you mean for the dock? Will take some time to get around there. Ah. The galleys are on the move. And Tim, we're gonna go for a stable. I love stable opening 4v4 Nomad. Scouts are just so good. There's gonna be exposed villagers, you can see them here. And you can see them kind of here from the west, but even the wood line's exposed. Scouts and towers can do... They can do a lot. And it looks like Tim's going to go on more of a Lex kind of roll himself. He's going to go and disrupt it. He's going to go and disrupt. And that... The towers may be a little bit bold.
Know your place, worm.
Maybe a little bit bold. And he might... Man. Tim is on point today, guys. Tim is absolutely on point. And the scouts are going to be coming out very, very soon. What's going on in water? Looks like Max, where they got Vivi's fish, and denying Spanish fish is just huge. Tonks, of course, not the cheapest thing to go for. I'm not adding any fires himself. I guess Lex will come round to the left-hand side, try and save. Veles already dominating on the water by the looks of it. Tower's coming in from Veles too. A nice sneaky tower from Veles. 3 scouts out already, and that's going to be a beautiful tower if he can get that up. And with 3 scouts, there's no way you can stop that. Good rate opening here from Tim. Looking really good. Even like, you know, you can get so much value from scouts. It's always a good idea to wall on your vills. Vivi's going to be the first one up. Sharing the stone, it's nice and cute. Eco difference. Not huge. Looks like China been running their fish a decent amount. Lex is here to support now. There's still 9 fish alive for Vivi. That's huge. Where did the scouts go from? Gonna find a bill here. Nice pick off. Really nice pick off. Mr. Yo's up as well. You can see Valis is clicked up. Rubenstock's clicked up. He will be going for water back and he's well followed in the vills now as well. It's nice work from him. Those are the scouts are there. Stone walls are great from Lex, so nearly completely walled, but there's a scout out from Valis. Looks like he's gonna go stable. See what else he does go for, and it's back in the gold here. You could see castle drop from Yo here, and then castle drop from Vivi here. A castle on the hill there would be huge. I think the tower from Tim should secure it. Where are we going to see them? And there's the siege workshop. There's going to come the castle. And knowing that Veles is in the feudal age still, concentrating on water. Once they get the castle up and apply the pressure towards Valis. Castle home from Ruben makes a lot of sense. Good galley numbers from Veles. The fish numbers still pretty decent for China. Where's the castle gonna come from Yo? Not seen any villagers moving over yet. Castle here could be huge. Tim's just done a great job so far. I did pick a Vil. Towers have got good value. Straight onto bloodlines as Vivi. These conks are going to be beastly. He's going to go for defensive castle. Okay. They cleared that tower as well. Second TC come in from Ruben. War Wagon's going to be on the way. Now, is he going to go towards Lex or is he going to try and come and support here? And Tim's just continuing, man. Tim playing like Lex. He's playing great, and these are the villagers exposed. And I have to try and run to the castle now, and our Vil goes down. Really good job from Tim so far. We want to keep an eye on the conks. Being amassed at the moment. Max. Still hasn't got his way to Vivi's fish here. Tim has really upped this game. I think he's upped this game, and they've also found a role for him as well, which has really helped. They're playing to Tim's strengths now, which is what they have to do. You don't want to expose a weaker player, you want to play to his strengths. Looks like Yo's going to try and boom a little bit behind this, and he is going to add Rattans. Said. Fireship and boom. Gonna be the obvious play from Persians here. Bivy knows that, and he's gonna go straight further to the north, and the conks is gonna be awkward now for Max. Easy gets denied. Conks are out. It's super awkward having two players right in the middle of the map like this. And really good understanding of the game from China. Max is likely to invest more into water, send to conks here. Like, really good game awareness. Really good game awareness. Balas is on 3 TCs. Did get a conk, has a couple of camels now, should be fine. Elix. Not in Castle Age yet. The war wagons are here. That could be difficult to deal with for sure. Looks like Max will start to get a clear up on water, but Honk's still wandering in the back. Second TC gonna come down from Bibby now as well. Eco looking good for Finland. So that first cancel does go down from Valis. See, the fish numbers have pretty much gone for Tim and Lix. 0 and 0 here. So there's going to be a lead in that regard for Finland. Can they snowball that? Can they take advantage? Going to be the question. Can Valis defend Ratans and Conks? Really nice job from Bivy. Just baiting the monks and 300 gold down the drain. Now the Conks are in. The Ratan archers are in. It's to go for another monastery. Elias is up the castle. So is Tim, and Tim's going to be a good spot, and he's going to go for Costaliers himself by the looks of it. Maybe finally going to see the castle on that hill. Could have maybe denied Castle Age from Bless. I gotta question picking Dravidians 1 over Spanish. Like, it's nice, yeah, but Spanish was Spanish at the end of the day. One of the most OP gruesome civs you can have on Nomad. Can they make it work? Soon find out. Castle Age War Wagons, pretty damn annoying to deal with on Nomad too. What can Rubenstock happen with these? You can see 2 TCs getting added from Verizon. He's going to try and boom. Max going to be on 4 after warning off the conks. 48 bells already. 18 fish from Max. 18. Still pushing in. Looks like all the fish are going to be dead. From China. Now, what if he's not over-invested in the military side of things on water? He's got 18 fish, he's only got 5 fire ships, 5 war galleys. Pretty decent. I'm just going for defensive castle and knowing that these war wagons are going to be moving. There's a castle here, so Yo's fine. Vivi could be under some pressure if he's not careful. He does send the conks over in the meantime. You're going to be in 40Cs himself. Equal lead is starting to grow for the Finns. Veles is just so far behind. He needs to boom. He's got a lot of fish, so what else can he do really? Like what can Dravidians really do in Castle Age? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. And Lex is still getting troubled by these 3 war wagons because he's still in Feudal Age. Like, Lex is barely even playing at this point. These war wagons are just causing havoc. They're such a difficult unit to deal with, especially if you're in feudal age. This eco lead is just going up, up, and up. Now, long term, this map position for China's not going to be easy as well. You're in such a small area of the map. Look at this. Pretty much all China, right? That's out the green. You have this part here. The red, orange, and yellow. All in this tiny little part of the map. And map control is just so huge in Nomad. You can't expand out. Things are going to be troublesome for sure. And Lex is trying to run. I don't know where he's trying to run to. But Lex is ditch. As I was saying, it would be a little bit too close to Rubenstock even. You prefer to have more distance. So you can maybe use the like edge of the map to wall. This is like a very difficult... This is a very difficult one to stonewall. Was not easy. And Valis is like, give me those villagers, bruv. Those villagers are going to be sent to the damn hell. I'm going to be on multiple TCs. Eco difference, starting to look scary. You always up to imp. It does have 16 Ratans. I did say before the series, if there's any team that can push China on Nomad, it is Finland. They have a lot of pedigree on this map. They've played against Spanish before, they know what to do. They're doing well. Convert quite a few conks. There's only 14 conks out on the field now. Alice even going for redemption. Really been able to slap down the farms. Actually still get fish alive. In the right hand side. I thought his fish went down, but must have been seeing things. Or might have added in more. Ooh, and this could get converted. That could be a doubt cancel. The ward could shine down. Redemption could be huge here. Yo deletes. It's gonna go up. The Yo takes some losses. Holy. One more hit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. The cancel's gonna go up. Not without some losses. And chemistry being prioritized from Yo. Cancel coming up to defend from Max now. Forward cancel from Vivi. A lot of monks from Tim. He's full monk. Huh. I guess knowing that the war wagons are here does make some sense. Rebs are going to be huge here. The Rubenstock's the only one up. Max is going to hook up soon as well. He's adding in a lot of scouts now, and he's going to get upgraded to light cav. Don't know how many monks are here. And one ram pushing a person in the TC is going to take a while. Not gonna lie. You see, Veles is boomed. We'll see what he goes for. He's adding ranges. He just goes for Arb if he goes for early Archer. I know, Lex doesn't even have Bitax, man. He still has 37 Vels alive, so, like, credit to him. He's actually carved out a nice little... Like, look how much chaos is going on in his middle section of the map. He's just in his nice little neighborhood here. Balance is under some stress now. He's under some stress. He's having to move back. Economy elite, it's not really growing at this point. It's kind of stabilizing. Balance is having to do a big migration. There's a lot of res down the drain. guess these Malians, it'll be cheaper to repopulate everything. Okay, Halbran, I guess, from Vivi. Zico's not terrible. Got some conks alive. A lot of war wagons here. Also a lot of monks, and they have got full charge. Tim's up now as well. We just get close to that goal, but the monks are actually moving back. Goal's continuing to press on. 28 Rathans now. Tim collecting the relics. Nice job for him. Look, still not being overly pressured, and it's gonna be Skirm, Ellie Archer. Just Skirm? I guess just Skirm makes a lot of sense against Rathans. For Villesse. What about this little push here? Just look how much map China have gained. They've took out Villesse. All the yellow here now. Look how much it's just expanded. Look how much farther we've made out. We've made that into the middle of the map. Now, like, Vallus on the back foot, Finland on the back foot. This is such just an important phase of Nomad, is getting the map control. This castle could be getting pushed now as well. There is a lot of monks here. This could be dangerous for Ruben. This could be very, very dangerous. Elite war wagon on the way. Keeps here to help out. Should be straight onto block printing. Maybe Lex will steal the farms. He better steal the farms. Steal the farms, steal the farms, steal the farms. Quickly, before he deletes them. Have a Vil steal the farms. Lex! The castle does go down here from Bivy though. Traps on either side for the Finns. Plus a lot of light cap, but the halves are already in. Stole them! Shh! Push on, still coming from Yo. Honestly, they didn't really reinvest in that much fish. Here comes the light cap. They're just attacking the helps. Like scrub numbers starting to grow. He stole the farms. He did it. Beautiful. And once you steal a farm, you get the it goes back up to full farm count, right? Yeah, the food goes up. You're getting a full food farm now. Nothing better than 3 farms. Okay, Paladin on the way for Tim. Army numbers are pretty even. Heavy on the Halb, Skirm, Bomber Cannon by the looks of it. Burgundy and Paladin gonna try and find an avenue in. And Wick's trying to get back in the game. Towers could be beautiful. You're making progress, but it is slow progress. You can see Siege Elephant is on the way. That's supremacy? Oh my god. The White Camp do die for the monks. There is 29 Burgundian Paladin out now. Omber towers coming in from Vivian. Beautiful stone walls as well. No chance of raids coming on this side. Never mind. Never mind. Paladin just gonna run in and the only thing Villesse is making his skirms, and that's not good. Even Burgundian Paladin can deal with skirmishers. What is Vallus making? Vallus is making 0 units. But it's fine that Lix is not in the game at the moment. He is getting slung some res. TCs. Thinking about monks as well. Maybe if he just gets swung to Imp and goes monks. That is a lot of Ratans. This is going to be really hard for Finland to push, but they are starting to reinforce. A lot of bomber towers, man. I like to have her in. These sneak stables could be huge. Beautiful stuff. And that needs to get rewalled. I don't even know if Evi's gonna notice. He doesn't have barracks at home, he's popping them up now. Okay, okay. Bomber towers even doing work on the castle. There's quite a few traps behind. Burgundian Paladin in the back. Yo continues to press on. 6 bomber cannons now. Valus gonna be on +4. He does have good cavalier number. Also got heavy camel mixed in too. Crazy game. Crazy game. Same as game number 1 on Arabia. You see the level between these two teams is so scarily similar. Are either of these teams Imperial skirms from Vivi? Oh, beautiful. And Imp skirms do a good job against war wagons. When you have the mast, of course. Beautiful stuff. Okay, and Lex is up now. He did put a monastery down. Oh, close it. Yeah. Looks like I'll just go help. Try and deal with the cavaliers that are coming out. Looks like Max and Ruben starting to get a push on here. Bomber towers get cleared up. Military difference looking good for Finland. A few units ahead now. Burgundian Paladin still in the back though. Essentially get 4 players contributing now for Finland and only 3 really for China at this moment. They need Lex in this game. Absolutely need Lex in this game. It does good damage, man. It's a supremacy villager. That castle, it's gonna go down. And you can see the swings that are happening in the game here. See Finland starting to take his position back. Yo and Tim are just waltzing right into the middle of the base of Valles and Valles as well. And how did they stop this? Valles, they're just clearing up Lex's initial base, and he's gonna be on help now. Lex ranges for Vivi, doesn't have a lot. Skirm's on the field either. Imagine a Spanish cannon galleon from the side. The Ratans, the 7 bomber cannons are in. And they're in a lot deeper than this army here. Oh, game's on a knife's edge. Game is on a knife's edge. Great job from Max. Seeing that castle coming up. 4 bomber towers coming up from Vivi. Lex might just try and get onto R by the looks of. He's making archers. Now when are we gonna dive? Thinking about it. Decides not to. Looks like a good defense from Vivi in the end. Long term, China's starting to secure part of the map for trade. We could go side to side here. I don't know if that's going to be in anyone's mind just quite yet. Side would be a little bit awkward for Finland because of that little inlet there as well. Everyone playing absolute maximum in this game for sure. Absolute max. So just continuing with this Ratans and the Bomber Cannon. It's not making huge progress. It's a very slow push. You have to respect it for sure. It looks like castles and bomber towers just getting traded off on this side, and Max is clicked Paladin now as well. Max is clicked Paladin. Nearly an hour into this one too. And this could be crucial. Is Farimba in? Farimba is in! And that's going to be a lot of units dying for Yo. It looks like a lot of units dying for Valis. He's trying to go after the Bomber Cannons. It's Cavalier with Farimba. Alb's coming over. Most of the Ratans are already dead. How many Bomber Cannons go down? Looks like 5 Bomber Cannons go down. Valis will be happy with that and gets away. They are backed into the corner here. You can see Finland as part of the map. The blue, the green, the teal, the grey, and the rest of the map, all China colours at this moment. And in the long term, that's good for China. They can starve them for resources. The military elite's starting to look quite large as well. Elite battle elephant. Oh my god. The gold? They still get gold income. Why is this 2.5k gold? He's gonna be making skirms, of course. Flex started to make ranges and decided no. So the elite battle elephant is gonna be the call. And Yo just flexes back over to this side. Also in skirms now himself. China are thinking about trade. Bomber tower is going to reinforce here. Marcus will come up there as well. Trade line will be possible. The longer this game goes, the better it is looking for China, especially if they can get a trade line running. It's not going to be a simple job. They need to take a game back, Finland. They need to take a game back after losing the game 1. They decided to gamble. Take Nomad, game number 2. The gap between them in population is starting to grow. Elite Battle Elephant is in the back. It's only melee. They only get +1, so it's only 4 pierce armor in total. But the map in the south is getting locked down. Albs are in. It looks like Max clicked Paladin for about 15 of them. Probably not ideal. Witch steal on the way from Valles. It feels like it's just too late. Bomber tower's even in from Yo, and it looks like the experience is showing from China. 100 villagers ahead, 50 military ahead. Look at China have just reinforced at this point. Look at them in the bomber towers from Vivi. 16! More than that, 18 bomber towers. How are you going to get through all of that? Making siege ram now. Castles over this side. Look how many castles there are. Trade that's being trickled in there. It's Spanish trade as well. Don't forget. There is Spanish trade. Yeah, there's a siege ram switch coming in from Vivi. Still got a hell of a lot of stolen. Same thing from Yo. You can put in our castles, a couple of castles, bomber towers up somewhere. See, it is continuing. Supplies from Vivi. Is he really going to go champion? He's not going to be allowed to. GG called. China taking the second game, puts them 2-0 up, and Finland are in a spot of bother, guys. They're in a spot of bother. I don't know if going for Nomad Game 2 was the... It was a risky thing to do. Probably the map you expect them to win the most, but maybe once they get that map... Maybe they want to get that map done and over with. You don't want to be relying on a win on Nomad at the very end of the series. But a very impressive victory from China once again after the game 1. Okie doke. Game 3. A second go. Let me just quickly check pawns. I think it's 1 apiece, so we're looking good. We're gonna go to Black Forest in game number 3 now, the Finland home map. Not a map that the Chinese team are going to be known for playing. Let's just put it that way. It looks like they've not invested too many civs in it from the unique civs. They've invested Teutons, and the other 3 are going to be from the shared pool, and the total opposite for Finland, they're investing 3 civs from their unique pool, which only they can play. Only because of the pause now, the game's going to stutter like mad. How many people are watching this? Have a look. Probably more than that. Because you have Douyu as well. This is part of the problem with King of Desert going on at the same time, but we should have the grand final on at a separate time. But anyway, we are here, we are watching, we do have Lex. Gonna do some mad things down the bottom side with his Aztec villagers up against Valis, also known for his BF micro on the Vils. On the other side, we're gonna have Vivi up the top playing his Bengalis. He's up against Rubenstock, is quite a big open space in front of him. Holy hell. Pim is going to be his pocket, and Valis is going to be the pocket of Rubenstock, as Celt's going to be a big boon from him there. Max has got Cumans. See what he can do. And then we're also, of course, going to have Mr. Yoke playing as the Slavs in the yellow. And Lex trying to go for these forward walls, looking for that position. He is getting pushed back. The forward position could be huge because the gold is just looking so nice. This generation for Turks is super interesting, regardless what they said. And Valis, so you're gonna attack with your scout? Deciding not to at all. Who's having the more losses here? Technically, Lex should be able to reinforce. And do you want to go boxing against Lex? Do you want to go boxing against Lex? I guess you do if you're Valis. He's on 9 villagers, guys. My bad. Valis is 2 ahead. Where's the idle TC time? So Valis get 50 seconds, 1 minute and 27 idle TC. Yeah. We're likely gonna have the grand final after King of the Desert's done. We're looking at options, but King of the Desert doesn't have a single off day the rest of the month. That was finished, so looks like the walls will come up. But Valis does still have more Vils, and he also has a scout here. So Lex looks kind of folk. Valis is going to continue to chase. After King of the Desert. Don't really have too many other options, I'm afraid. As soon as possible, after KOTD. Just having it on at the same time just doesn't look optimal. Valis is a wannabe. He's doing a very good job of it. His idle times went up as well, and Lexus is still going too. He has committed more Vils. Scout goes down. One villa's isolated here. Will they get in time? Doesn't look like it. Wall goes up. We're here first, I know, right? The villagers are trapped and Lex is trying to get in. What's going on in the top side? Looks absolutely fine. Nice job from Vivi to actually get the walls. Oh my god. Are they really... China are milling the boars. There is a lot of them, but they've actually milled the boars. This is not something I would expect to see at a top level Black Forest game. Oh god. And Max, of course, into Feudal Age already. If that second TC is Kimmins, trying to get that wall down. Well, stone walls for Kimmins could be a little bit awkward. Later stages. Valis and Lix are just going to continue on here, but it's a good lead. Valis, and he gets through, and he should go in for the forward walls now, and that's nice. Nice forward walls. They're going to be super nice for Bohemians. Looks like he's just committing more and more villagers. Oh, beautiful stuff. And he gets this wall up. Means these vills are going to be trapped. Him also goes for the mill. Yikes. See, this is a problem I have with Finland. Dedicating free of sort of like unique civs, which are meant to be like your top civs, so to speak. I feel like Finland versus China should be a map where you kind of like hedge your bets, you know? You say we're probably good enough here, even if we have suboptimal civs. Do we need the absolute best civs in the game? And I'm not sure they do. Still a lot to get played in this game. But that would be my thinking as a team captain. That would be my thinking. Okay, Rubenstock is up as well, and he's actually going for a barracks here. So he might try and pressure by the looks of it. One in gold. Alright, it's gone up with 3 villagers, a little bit odd. Res doesn't look fantastic. I guess he has to react, because Vivi is busting his way through. Here comes the range. And Valis did get the walls up. More villagers just being chased. 7 villager difference now on that side. And Spear Scout. Couple militia from Vivi. More militia coming as well. Range is up. Good tower if he wanted without too many issues. I just wanted the TC to make things a little more simple. When do we think Lex will get up to Feudal Age? Look at the difference in the fish boom as well. Like, Elias already has like full fish traps, and Tim is like still just taking the shore fish from all of these. Like the difference in ability here is like stark. You're now starting to see the difference in eco. Humans kicking in. The fish trap's kicking in. Ballas is going to be up. Be booming away. China doesn't care about the map meta. I mean, that's quite obvious. And that's why I just don't understand why Finland decided to spend so many civs on it. What are they doing, man? Take the deer, bruv. Tim gets into castle. Celeste gets into castle, as does Mr. Eel. We should just see TC openings. You see TC closer towards the middle. Vivi is going to reinforce now with some stone balls because the archers are threatening a little bit. Triple TC for everyone. It does get there. Are we going to see anything forward? I'd expect no. Probably have no expectation. Yeah, I mean, I would be leaning towards an agreement on that. This is a dream situation. This is a dream situation for China. Even if they lose the game, Finland burn 3 of their top civs. Or the civs that they prioritized in the draft, you know? It's a dream situation. If you lose a game, you get some sort of civ advantage for it. At least you get some sort of civ advantage out of it for the rest of the game. If like Finland used even lesser civs than them, then maybe you're concerned. They did have Teutons, which they did actually draft. Nice pick up from Palace. So yo, investing in the Mangonel because Palace isn't up yet. Can't go for the stone walls, just forward golds. That's gonna be in Castle Age. Does he have anything coming forward? Yes. Double stable energy, let's go. So looking really good for Finland at this moment. Can Mr. Yo get some business done? And the scouts are just gonna instantly clear all that up. Market Blacksmith. Flex still only on 220 foot. Still adding vills. Honestly, Max can just he can make scouts. Oh, here comes the forward castle from Ruben. In a nice position. Maybe does have all of this res in the back. He's not up yet though. And this is a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Just adding light cap. Max isn't even dedicating the gold to it. Doesn't need to. This is sad. Now this forward siege. And the monastery not doing too much. Good job from Max, just patrolling on the outside. Here comes the castle from Vivi. He's not too far away from clicking imp. Ribbon stock. Actually doesn't have the res. Could be advantage Vivi on the north. Could be advantage Vivi. Lex is in shambles. That is for sure. Well, Lex just booming away. 67 vills. Guys ahead. See the fish traps. Quite the same level. Prompt him and an RTC now as well. And there is the odd Knight to defend now. For some reason Valence has got more builds forward. Even he's going to be up to Castle Age. Or clicked up to Castle Age before Lex gets into feudal. It doesn't have any farms, this is the thing. Doesn't even like he has food income all that time. So far behind. Ribbon, maybe some selling. Sell some wood. Could be up. Having to go for this range. Looks like it's kind of interrupted everything. Sell too much. Still bank the res. This is just sad. I don't know why we're not sending the rest of the light cab in. Okay, Ruben's up. Minute 50 behind, so what about a window here for Vivi? Little monastery, monk trib, the standard stuff in the north. Someone knows the Black Forest method, clearly. You can literally die TCs at this point, if you're Max. Just sag. Very, very sag. Stone walls coming up behind here. I do like that. The instant bomber cannon, of course. From Ruben. Well, this is clicking up. You can see the siege and the halves will be on their way very soon. Val's just gonna go for 3 additional TCs. He has a lot of farms. Has a lot of food in the bank. He wants to spend it. And he's gonna have no pressure on him, so why not? Why the hell not? I'm not quite up just quite yet. 104 vills, so he's still adding more. Quite have the res either. I'm not a big fan that Ruben doesn't have any repair vills that close. Feels like that castle will just go down, but they're probably feeling very comfortable with their position at this moment. Adding TCs. Knowing how dreadfully bad it's going in the south. Redemption note, block printing already in. Tim's up now. We have 2 trebs. We do have a good lead here. Bomber cannon should be on the way instantly from Ruben. He's definitely not going to get a treb out, I don't think, because he's not getting any villagers to repair. A little bit odd. But I just don't see how they're going to stop this. And Tim has already went for the palisade walls to get them out. He's only went for 1 dock. There's him and Valles. 3 docks. Beautiful. Probably the big difference from getting up so much earlier. Good blog printing and redemption in already. Honestly, Ruben just needs to not do anything. Like, he just needs to not delete everything. How sad this game is at this moment. Very one-sided game here. At this moment. But Tim's gonna come in. Halberdiers already out for Valleso. Forward castle. It's well reinforced now as well. Gonna shit the knights into the Celt. Celt Halberdier is not gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be tragic. Could wall off a little bit. Create a funnel. Monks are coming. Lich having to go for the stone walls behind. Knights trying to break in now. Max, not yet. It's based it into a few knights. Nice quick wall from Ruben. And the knights before Cavalier are going to lose some HP. Even going for heresy. Doesn't want to have those halbs converted. Lex is just dead. He's just dead. And you invested in too much. Siege Workshop, Monastery didn't do anything in the end. Doesn't have much of an army to show for it. Not up to Imperial Age either. Max is up now. And with Heresy, you can just shit these halves in. Don't have to worry about it. This castle is going to come up from Vivi. The trebs stay up. No. The bomber cannon, 1 more treb behind it. There is 3 trebs here. Monitors is just waiting. Coinage on the way. Trade could be slightly awkward for Finland if they do lose this position in the north. The Tonic Knights have been added. That was actually a Tim castle, apologies. Things in the south are just so grave. Vallet's going to be on the way up to Imp now as well. T-Tards trying to break through. Mr. Yo looking for those cheap castles. He's gonna need them. This is a scary little army at this moment. And Ruben's really not got anything, he's only just putting up the ranges. He's kind of like the step off the pace today. Which is, if you're going to expect it from anyone, it probably would be him. Like, China have done a good job of managing Tim. Start to see the population counts looking scary though. The odd Teutonic Knight though mixed in is beautiful. Castle. Oh, the ward shine. I think it is. It's not gonna go up. It's not gonna go up. That might be the final straw. Castle does get cleared. Teutonic Knight's still coming in. Hand cannons are out now. Starting to look a little bit more disastrous for China if it wasn't already. Knights. Soon to be Cavalier. Do they have +4 already? No. One for Blast Furnace first. And it's looking pretty total and brutal from the Finns here, which you would expect. Ballast in it. Treb's gonna take care of that castle. A lot of monks from Vivi. They are starting to go down. Castle staying up, prepared by Ruben. Paladin on the way. Trade being thought about by Tim. Don't know where they're gonna go. Licks on 19 Vils. Didn't go very far. The castle stays up. The hand cannons are still alive. And GG is called. A very, very convincing victory from Finland and Black Forest, but to be expected. To be expected. So we're going on to our second Nomad start map. Is African clear? Now technically Finland do have a restart available in this one because they haven't used it. We had Nomad already. Finland haven't used theirs yet. They took it to the 4-minute mark and did want to restart. Gonna see everyone's kind of spread out, and that's a late TC from Valis. That is a late TC, about the 50-second mark. That's not ideal. Not sure why, what went on, but be it, I guess. Outside, you got Valis and Valis both down here. Tim's not too far away playing his Berbers. Chinese, one of the top tier civs on African clearance, have lovely TC. Looks like Rubenstock is going to keep the villager down here. He's going to drop off at the TC. We have been seeing that quite a bit. As we go further north, Vivi's in the middle of the map, playing his Kajaras. Same thing as Lix. Oh, imagine a TC here. Imagine a TC here. Oh boy, oh boy. Second TC here. Would be a bit overkill. The mill there would be great. And then we got Max up in the north as the Berbers. We also have Rubenstock up here, as we said, in the Burmese. And Tim. Did I get Yo? Oh, I got Yo and Tim mixed up. Orange and red is difficult. Tim's up in the north as Berbers, and then it's Yo that's down here as Mongols. Not sure I love Tatars as the disruptive role here. But it is 2v1, which could be very nice. They even went for that lump in the mill. We have seen this in African clearing. Like, you make a dock, that villager is just so far away. Instead of having to walk all the way across the map, you just make a mill. And with this generation, because you do have the wood in every pond, it is possible. It is possible. Now, if China win this one, it's going to set them up very well for the rest of the series. 3-1. Only one game away from match point. Jeez, Vivi, how far are you going, bruv? feel like the mill would have been better here. It would have been... Imagine here. What you thinking, man? Imagine the mill in here. Be nice for Valis stealing that elephant. Yo, so close. Probably not an ideal situation for Yo. Probably want Mongols to be a little bit less interrupted to get to Mangadai, but you might just have to go scouts now. Not terrible. And we'll kind of see what happens in the north. Central map. Could be good strength in numbers for Lex. Vivi here, with Gajaras and humans. But a lot of it's just a lot of stealing elephants at this point. See Max doing it with Berbers. He can run so far with it. Nice job there. And Lex bringing in our elephant Bazone. Now, African Clearing has been a great map from the games that have been played on it. You could argue maybe even been an underplayed map at this point. It has produced. It has certainly produced. Finland needs to take a game back. Is it going to be African Clearing? This is a map they've picked themselves. Three elephants in from Wix, holy fuck. Am I able to click after Bloom here? Does it need that extra Vil? I think you delete the Vil and try and drop off and see. Should be after this one though. Okay, Vivi, getting some more sheepies here. Device is looking a little bit concerned, even starting to wall off. Zone base, okay. Rivenstock, of course, quite close to the edge. Kind of a nice little micro base. Last time we saw Finland on African Clearing was not. Wasn't the most convincing performance, let's put it that way. Honestly, I wonder if Lex goes for this. Second TC here, maybe, in the wood line. You could maybe secure a goal, you could go second TC here. You could go towards the edge. He is going to go for stable by the looks of it. Or range. Looks like stable, the amount of food that you do have. And for Yo, looks like stable as well. Okay, stable from Max. He's also safely behind the same wood line as Ruben. Maybe range from Yo. I mean, you're so close to two players. Does make a lot of sense. You just add some spears out with the archers. You can always hit over some walls as well. The last time we saw balance on African Clearing was an absolute nightmare. He did not have a good game at all. Can he get over that? Range opening from Valles. Do we scout? Archer and on Yo here, 2v1. He looks like he's going to go for FC, yep. Works of course with the two TCs, but he does have scouts on the way as well. Scouts will be coming out very soon from the Max. Looks like actually Tim's going to go for FC Camel Archers. Kind of funny from yo. I don't know if that's worth like the 4 sheep that you took, but maybe, I don't know. Let's get double range from Bless. Chinese things, he's on a lot of bells. Mike's gonna find the damage. On temp. They become up a tower on this stone. Still not even in middle age yet. The tower the gold. Why the gold first? I like the tower play. I do like it. Knows he's on stone, right? Maybe not. You gotta know from the uptime though. Maybe more concerned about knights coming out. Okay, Yule thinking about towers of his own. He's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. Archer's in the back. 11 villagers forward here. That he's clicked up. Time's up as well. This tower will deny the castle to be super early, but see how much it does slow him down. Yo's in shambles right now, guys. Absolute shambles. And Valis not taking any damage really yet. Not taking any damage. Yo can't take any wood right now, as this is wood. Here's oak. It's absolutely fuck. China do have Gajaras. And Gajaras against us can do the damage. Can absolutely do the damage, and look at, oh, there it is. There was that mill that we were looking for. We got the TC on it. I expect the Shiramses just to make their way straight over here, but they're actually going north. Eo feels fine with the position that he's in. Defensive castle from Ruben. Gonna get on to Aranbai. Yo is fine at the moment. He's still got 31 bills, so he's not taking too much damage. And Shiramches are going to catch Max's Vills out. That's huge. Now, are the next Shiramches coming south? 3 on the board. Yo still not asking for too much more help at this moment. He will be soon. Lights is still not clicked up. Fast is clicked up though. So many Vills just underneath the TC. Like, there's no spears here. So maybe should have came this direction. Well, count for licks, 44. It's gonna lose some here though. Aranbai are gonna start to be pretty troublesome. You always look at the wood line that you always have in the tower. The gold as well, of course, but he actually needs the wood income. And Bless gets another villager. I could be too bored about that. Here come the Shiramches. They're such an annoying unit to deal with. The kind of unit you want to have in a unique Civ pool. Stock is finding some good little picks here and there. Villager High is in favour for China at this moment. At this moment. Credit to Yo, not taking too much damage. Having started the castle, decides not to. Buy the stone now. Tam Archer's going to be on the way. We know how much Valus likes to anti-seize. Will do so. Our camels are here in the meantime to defend. Now it's turn for Vivi. He's the one also getting pressured. The Iron Buyer are doing work. Done 3 TCs. He has expanded quite well over the map. I'm going to be on 3 TCs as well, actually. Les going to be on 3. Feels like Yo's just dead, guys. If Yo dead, it's never a favourable situation for China. Not something you'd be hoping for. Not hoping for. Not the right words. Probably the last thing you'd be hoping for, gotta say. Lex is really gonna go Kipchaks. It just doesn't have anywhere really to expand to. They do have a fell lead. Max only just getting to Castle Age now. Going for a castle of his own. Wants to secure this gold. Rage Tower from Tim, but I guess it denies the gold in the meantime. Good. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and Yo's up. That was 43 Vilps. So he's done well. He nearly has the stone for a castle. He could just sell a little bit. Where's his stone income? I guess he's just buying, right? Think him up though. Oh, he's here. My bad. Hard to see orange. Okay, Moisture Ramsha's looking for an angle. Vivi's gonna be on 5 TCs. Another huge boomer. Eco. Kind of leveling out though, it's not getting any larger. Spare to build difference. Where do we drop this castle? That is a question. Now, Step Lancers are going to try and get in the back as well. Flick's also in 4 TCs of his own, making Kipchaks. Interesting. And I think that castle will go up, which will deny this TC in the meantime from Velaz's. Crossbow's a little bit out of position. Mr. Yo seeing his opportunity, another castle coming in from Lex. Deal with the Kipchaks. Wants to deal with these Iron Buy. There's a good mass of them now, 23. It really feels like Max is also the one struggling. He was just so much later to Castle Age. Tim's going to prepare a little ramp push as well. Camel archers in the meantime are finding some villagers, so that's a nice job. Them like prepare an imp or something. I don't know Bodkin. Come on, Tim. Come on, man. Come on now. Maybe 75 bells. 82 for Lex. Castle goes up. Castle does go up. And like, Tipjacks are just sad. The Ironby have had a resurgence in this Nations Cup. Ironby are back, baby. The Sharamshas are just raiding in the back of Val's Ezekiel. He's only on 58 Vels. And the Sharamshas just continue to be annoying. Continue to be annoying. The whole economy is just idle at the moment. Castle denied. Kipchak's finding kills here and there. The villager difference is starting to grow. Villager difference is growing. PC also gets taken out by Tim. Good job. Vivi generally is still pretty undisturbed. And Velez finds something with his crossbows. It feels like he has to at this point. Vivi's on 88 Vels. 78 for Velez as well though. Chinese are really strong on this map. Did we see Capped Ram? Oh, imagine. Feels like Capped Ram could be actually kind of good here. Especially with two players in such close vicinity. Feels like Capped Ram could be worth it. Somehow Camel Archer's just in the back. Oh, the wood. Finland taking some losses. They're down 100 Vels now. They're down 100 Vels. The Ram's just still raiding. Very defensive castle from Valis. I hate this unit so much. Oh, and the castle gets denied. Oh no. Oh no, no. It was looking so good for Finland. And Yo's still alive in this little corner here. He's not dead despite being 2v1. It feels like Vivi really isn't taking too much damage. And Rubenstock is the one being sent to the damn hell. 100 Vels ahead. Castle does go up from Velez. He is up to Imp. Tim is up to Imp as well, though. And GG! GG! GG is called. That's a two-game buffer remains for China. This is not good for the Finns. Really impressive performance today from China. They're one game away from the grand final. Man, the timing of that tap out from Finland, they feel so defeated already. Not their day. That's a 7. China 3-1 up against Finland. We're going to Chaos Pit. This is Finland's home map. Finland need to win the next 3 games. Make it to the grand final, where Canada do await. I gotta say, I am not feeling overly confident the civs on display from Finland. There's been some question marks about the draft. We have Velez with Byzantines on the flank, which is absolutely fine, but we have Valis playing Saracen Pocket in the green, which is far from ideal. You could use a mark a little bit to get up to Castle Age, but long term you're probably going to have to play Camels. Don't really love it. You could play Mamluks, but not easiest thing to get into. Max has got Khmer, and then we're also going to have Rubenstock with Aztecs on the... No gold in the middle. We do need to note that. There is no gold. The extra gold is very nice for Aztecs. to start with. Byzantines on the flank for Tim 2. Timur also for Blix in the pocket. Magyars from Mr. Yo, one of the top tier pocket civs you can have. And then you're going to have Poles from Vivi as well, and another top tier civ. Arguably, you could play them in pocket, but if you're playing them on the flank, it tells me that Vivi wants to go and play some wild style. Wants to be a mini pants. We'll see, it's old patch. Your villagers do regen very quickly. Quite as fast anymore. See the difference of approach you can see in Chaos Pit. It's kind of raised up towards the outer edge. Douche has been quite a popular strategy in the early stages of the tournament, but less so now. And usually if you go for these kind of like closer lumber camps, it tells me you want to play a little bit more aggressive. You can see both the flanks here for China. For the early lumber camps, the ones that are closer to them. Whereas both the pockets going a little bit closer to the edge. Finland, all on the outside ring. All on the outside. You do want to get your buildings out in the front. You do want to go in for a big team wall eventually. See, that looks like Max does lose a scout. Tim also loses a bill in the end. Actually, like, no layman so far. No layman at all, man. Look at that. Look at that full work. Jeez. I think the last time I seen something like this with Hallis, he said you should just make 2. It was Franks and Amel, he said you should just make 2. Because after the first couple, it just gets worse, and it's like the same amount as 1. I don't know. Yeah, so literally no shenanigans yet. Just kind of surprising. I'm not even seeing like any villagers in behind anywhere looking to wall in lumber camps. It's a very, very chill game. For Finland and China, what they expected. Of course, we're all going to have this early action in this this pit. As we get closer towards the later stages of the game, there is gold on the outside, so chopping out is going to be of big, big importance for both. I think the only units really going down is the scouts so far, and that one villager from Tim. Balance a scout. On his last legs, to say the least. Yep, totally standard game this far. I guess for... China, did they just feel like they don't have to do anything wild in this game? Kinda wouldn't surprise me if they feel like they don't really have to do anything wild. These civs. I wouldn't be surprised if they still do. What are we going to see in the flank from Vivi? It looks like he is going to stone now, so probably going to be towers both sides.
Know your place, worm.
Yeah, looks like towers both sides. That's going to be against Rubenstock, and it's going to be against Valles. Ooh, and it is actually a barracks opening. Now, Poles could go for a few archers. Could actually make a few archers off of the stone. Which, if you pair that with the towers and a couple of spears, could be huge. Means if you do get in, you're going to be in problems, and Valles isn't up yet. That first tower is going to be coming down. There's a counter tower. Actually, more villagers forward. Vivi. Them, doing the same thing. Barracks. Be a tower on the berries afterwards. Stable from Yo. Stable here. Stable not up yet from Valis. Stable not up yet from Max. A step behind today. There's a defensive range from Valis in the meantime. More towers coming up. Tower come up. Especially from Tim. Ribbon did get a tower off of his own on the wood line. So he's just taking the stragglers around to CC now. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to come up from both sides here. China is apparently playing a little bit more proactive on the front foot. There's scouts through. There's scouts through. Tower does go down. Yo, just looking for those little odd villager snipes, and he gets them. Lexus defense in the meantime. Did Ribbon continue in? He did not. Okay. More towers on the face of the less. 22 bells. What happened there? The less has 1 minute 25. 8 OTC time. That is so unlike Valis. You know something is just not right to do when Valis is on flank with 1 minute 25 idle time. Another Vel goes down. I think Finland... I think Finland just... They feel defeated. They feel defeated already. Feels like they're playing because of the formality, and more villagers are going to go down. Good save from Valis in the meantime. Spears still trying to run, but Yo with the Magyar scouts, super annoying. Scouts coming over from Valis. The Yo with the blacksmith now. Okay, that's Magyars. 1 minute 52 idle time from Valis. It's so uncharacteristic of him. Now at the top side. Trying to find a way in. Defensive towers in the meantime from Tim. I mean, the HP difference is quite substantial. For Byzantines, like 1020 versus 850. That's actually it's very decent. Scouts from Yo trying to find a way in. Finding anything at this moment. Are we finding a way in on Lix? Nope. Lix has really good scout numbers. But they still just continue to be a pain in the bum. Pain in the ass. Good news is, the Finns looks like Yo does lose quite a few. Valis is out. Okay, he's chopped out. This is Yo. If he hasn't lumber camped this wood, it's got to be careful. Not really seen any forward walls coming in as of yet. And we're still coming up here. Trying to break in. Spearman. Tapping on the stable. Meantime. More towers coming in from Tim. How forward do we go for a wall here? Nice heads up play from Mr. Yo. And he can see it already. Both the flanks now have fletching on their towers. Could be nice for hits on spears and the like. I wonder if Mr. Yo just sends the new ones out in the backside. They're actually open here. A double blacksmith for Mr. Yo as Magyars. One said you're probably going to get the least value at double blacksmith. Okay, now Valles is coming with the towers. He's not done yet, guys. And there is scouts here to support Valles. Has been noticed now from Yo. Where did these scouts go? Oh, they came home. This could be huge if he does get them out. He's just gonna hop inside the tower here. Damage at home doesn't look too bad. Scouts are moving towards the outside. Good spear numbers here from Tim. Tower goes up and he's got fletching. Axe is up. Ballast is up. Scouts are going forward. Oh boy. Okay, Lex clicks up now as well. The spearmen are in the wood line in the back. The timing. Timing is brutal for Finland. Are the scouts going to be able to just march on in time? They will be. How far away is Yo from Castle? Same thing for Vivi, actually. Full works already. Could be disastrous. Could be disastrous. 9 scouts. Can he get in time? Who's going to get? I think they're fine now. Oh, 20 bells behind. Max Ezekiel has taken some hits, though. Has taken some hits. Scout's not going to find a way in. Huh? What's that? What is that tower from you, man? Okay, Tim's continuing with the towers down in the south. Mark coming up from Valais now. Get up to Castle Age. Yo's quacked up. So is Vivi. Vivi's stone count. Looking too hot for a castle yet. Tower's still been annoying on Ruben. Valais bottom score here. We have saw games where he struggled on Chaos Pit as well. He's got himself back into it. Can he do it here? The idle time at now. Has he recovered? 4 minutes of idle time for Valais. Just so unlike him. So unlike him. Vivi somehow has stable bank here. And honestly, the position of the towers is super annoying. And no +2 on the knights, and Valais' knights are just dying. Feels like this Castle Age timing hasn't done too much. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it does seem like a bit of a panic castle for me. Right in the farming eagle. Gonna clear these towers though. TC's on the south side from Vivi, TC on the outside from Yo. Flex is already gonna be on 3 TCs. Feels like Vivi's took like no damage, he's on 52 bills. What's his KD at? I think I have equal KD. Yeah, 6-0. He's not had a single villager die yet, and he's still only 25 seconds idle time. So that's why his Vel count's so good. Like the forward TC from Yo. I'll give him a pushing point later on. Both the flanks are now up for the Finns. They are 25 Vels behind. And that could be a problem. Could be a problem, and this still isn't up. Now Tim, does he fast imp this? He's got the stone. He's building. Question really be why. But his res doesn't look terrible for it. Trebs, I guess, could be nice. Oh my god, that is brutal. If Mr. Yo somehow gets these across. And Bevy coming with more towers. And that is a big danger. Ballas does go for the stone wall behind. Or the stone gate, but there's already light camp there. Ballas and Velez both here. Panic Monastery, Panic TC come down. Watch stone wall from Vallis. The light camp are still in. There's soon to be light camp. +2. On the way, the +2 attack already. There's knights mixed in as well. There's a castle from Tim. Can it boom a little bit? Does it have a lot of food? Does that make sense? How much do we dive here? Ooh. Clutch walls. Clutch walls from Velez in the end. Some scouts. The knights will get trapped. Yeah, that's a nice trap from Vallis. Only a few villagers gonna go down. From Vallis, that is a sick trap. Good coordination between the two of them. Ecolite. Hold and steady. Let's be forward siege. Huh? Is this what is this siege barracks? Ribbon about between TCs, man. Okay, game paused by Yo. Should just be a couple seconds. Worries at all.
Yes.
There we go. No issues at all. I don't think Vallis is gonna... Sorry, I don't think Yo is gonna get these knights back out here. What's a gate? Oh, it's a gate. So it actually does go back. It just looked like a wall to me. If he even got guard tower. Multiple TCs coming up on the outside now, so it's gonna be a big eco from China. Ooh, and Tim does actually click up. Okay. Max does have some knights here. They're still not safely walled. I think it's a little bit sloppy from Lex that's not been walled yet. You could say the same thing on the bottom side. That has been prioritized by the Finns. Yeah, good luck getting that castle up. Like a Scorpion light camp against some knights in the meantime. Maybe just continue to play a little bit with disruptive role. Our towers in the eco now. More towers. More light camp. Or more scouts even. More knights. Gonna be some trebs out in the front here. Also some pikemen, they'll clear up here. Ribbon's having to go for the migration. I guess there's enough TCs here where it's gonna be difficult to dive. Alright, looks like the Mamelukes did clear up those spots, but they're in the back. Well, and Valence is chasing with 16, so feels bad, man. Still only a 30 economy difference. Him is an imp. He always on the way up to imp as well, and that's a problem. When he needs Magyars, so he is going to get 3+4. But he doesn't have much of an army to speak of. Oh, and he's going to go CA. CA from Yo. Restyling now, guys. Restyling. Ribbon. Oh no. And all 4 mangonels go down for Ribbon. And then that castle is gonna come up from Lex. Max is clicked up. The max is clicked up. Still steady, this equal difference is around 30. Feels like... Certainly feeling like China have the momentum. Feels like they have the timing. And that tower did go off. I was wondering if it would. As a ram out as well, like that. Castle goes up now, and this is just totally nullified. Byzantine castle quite far back for Villas. Is he close to clicking? He idled to just delete those villagers? Yes. Feels like he's quite far behind. I'm just continuing, man. Pikemen in the middle here, towers, trebs. Totally clearing out the middle. He's gonna work away on Valence's castle very soon. And Valence has been making Mamelukes. But he somehow has a stable and Siege Workshop still in here as well, what the hell. Imp is on the way. Just don't see what Ribbon can achieve here. Where is Max gonna push with his Imperial Age Diamond? Looks like the left-hand side. I would like to see some rewalls here. Or another castle in this part. Oh, TC going down. Bless, having to wall like a madman. There's a forward castle. One behind it. Oh, Lex went for the... Huh. It gets forward, makes sense as well. You have control of 3 corners here. Like we said, in the long term, it's just so strong. It'll be 0 trade, or very, very poor trade for Finland. So they need to log down this area. China have very safe trade. Won't be any problem at all. Time for Finland to show off their BF skills. Them is just continuing in the middle as well. And once this all gets cleared, he can start the range stuff from that. Oh my god. That he's still making white cap from that stable. Not being dealt with. He can then start to range the castles from the sheds, even from the inside of the pit. If he gets to Imp, Schlachta should be... Or does he just go with critical legacy? Like, Finland are kaput? Doesn't look good. Does not look good. And Max is slinging Valis to Imp. We have double castle down here. The castle even gets dealt with from Max. Elite Magyar Hussar, Kravinian army. Gonna be great for Yo. Expand them out for free. Feels like it's a matter of time. What can Max do up in this north side with Rubenstock? He's gonna have double castle. Gonna be up to him. Like, still isn't an imp himself. Despite being one of the first ones to cancel it. Not too sure. I feel like he done all that much of his cancel age either, in fairness, so. Bit of a surprise he's one of the last ones here, but this was talking about with Tim. He can just start to range these castles from the inside, and he's got a lot of piping. What are you gonna do? You got Wanktasar coming in now. Once you get the unique tag, these are gonna be absolutely sick. From Vivi. How many stables does he have? Quite a few. Just send in the boys now. There it is. Prophetic Legacy. Although they are secure in a corner. The market's coming in. This army in the south side from Yo is just sick. And they're not really pushing. They're securing, but they're not pushing. The other side is getting pushed. Like I said with Tim. There's tower in here now as well. Traps are coming in. Big guard tower. Valis is trying to go Mamluks. He's losing castles. Elite Mamluk's even gonna get denied. Is it gonna get denied? Yes, it is gonna get denied. Get denied? It's denied. And the question is, does he notice it? He does notice it. He needs to wait another 50 seconds now. Another 50 seconds, you aren't producing Mamluks. Onager now for 2 players, for you and Vivi. They want in. But Les is doing his best to keep him out. Lex just needs to hold this himself. Can he? You need to stonewall, man. I don't understand why he's not stonewalling. He has a lot of stonewall. The lack of urgency is concerning. Really concerning. Can I get the walls up in time? Well, Les does. This is the only thing he can really contribute now, but Onager coming in is going to be huge as well. This is concerning. We're still not really getting a push through yet. Not really sure what is Lex doing, man? It's bizarre. Like I said with Finland, the BF experience starting to come in with the stone walls. They're just trying to delay. Don't let him in, don't let him in, don't let him in. Oof. Deep. Ballistics. It has a lot of piping. They are Garland Wars, so this helps a little bit. Only light cap from Max, and Max doesn't have a lot of army. This could be it. Recurve bolt is going to do the business on the Mamluks. The Halbs are eventually going to find their way in. 4 traps here, bomber tower on the way from Vivi. Winged Hussar in the back. Military difference is starting to look dumb. like China, are going to be going to the grand final. Canada awaits. Very convincing fashion. Byzantines of the castles just pushing in. Extra HP in these guys. What can Finland do? Doesn't feel like a lot. Recurve ball in the trade now as well. There is 4 castles here. Is it going to be enough to save them? Are they pushing in this left-hand side? Lex is just going AI army. 26 arm, 26 cavalier, 4 battle elephants, 2 light cav. He's spamming the buttons. He's doing whatever he can. Siege Onager even in. Valis even getting Siege Onager. That's one of the best things about Saracens here. Very versatile set. Please stonewall this. And look at the stream of units just coming through the map now. It needs some big assault shots. That'll do. That'll do nicely. That will do very nicely. Lex with this AI army is making some progress now. Pikeman is a bit of a shambles, but what can you do with Aztecs? Orange are coming in the left-hand side now as well, though. Need some big shots. The Magyar Hussar can get close to the Siege Onagers. The Mamluks are there to protect. I mean, it's such a gold-intensive combo. Man, oh man, is it a beautiful combo. Siege Onager and Mamluk. But look at the bomber towers, the traps, the keeps. Starting to lose the control of their little corner on the right hand side here that looks so safe. I think the left hand side looks fine. The Lex is continuing a little bit of a push. It does have a elite battle elephant now. And look at that. Look at that castle from Tim. Keeps coming in. Right in the middle of the trade line. Forget what's happening here. You've got to be concerned in multiple angles. And GG called. The big red top favourites for the tournament have been knocked out. China going through in superb fashion, 4-1. I gotta say, really convincing. Played very good today. Not just today, they played fantastic.